So when you think back on the summer of 2015, intellectually, what captured you the most?
You know what? Something I'm gonna remember for a long time is all this business with Rachel Dolezal. I don't even know how to pronounce her last name. And all the NAACP and how basically is this white woman who swears that she's black, which honestly I don't even know. It's like you used to get points for that. Like there used to be a time, way back when you was like it was like when you could pass but you refused to pass, and it was like yo, props to you for sticking with your people. This girl's white though. It's like, and I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that a white person can't quote put on black like African American culture. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to say that you can't be knowledgeable about African American culture. I'm not going to say anything like that. However, to insist that you're black after you have been outed, I mean, and literally, like, girl, you white. Not only are you white, but you so white that you sued like an historically black college for discriminating against you because you're white. Therefore, you cannot be black. No, no, that's not allowed. You can't do that. Now, if you didn't do that, look, folks, look for real. There's been plenty of white folks that have led NAACP and other spaces. There's been plenty of white folks who have taught, plenty of non-black people who have taught black history classes and ethnic studies classes along black issues. I get that. That's not her. I'm done. Like, but for real, all of this stuff about transracial, everything, it was very, I want to say, intellectually stimulating. I will at least give her that. It gave us a lot to talk about in my summer class when I was teaching. While I was really being black and she was acting black.
I shouldn't be laughing. I just have the image of Tim Wise seeing the story go across like this. Oh no. Articulate Tim Wise just, no. You're messing it up for everybody. Right. No, you talked about, you kind of mentioned this at the close. My first black history professor in college was Mexican. I mean, she came into the class and we all, the room full of 20, 19, 18-year-old black people looked at this Mexican lady like, what you gonna teach us about being black? And she asked us one question about the Atlanta Compromise that none of us knew the answer to. Mm-hmm. And we all were like, okay, you're going to teach us a lot about being black. And that was one of the most, stimulating classes for me. And, of course, one of the first classes that I was allowed to study me in. Yeah. But we all took notes and bought in immediately. There was never any discussion about her ability to teach us. And she would be on the phone, like, during the break, speaking Spanish to somebody and would come into class and teach us about Du Bois or teach us about the Pan-African movement, and we were right there with her. It was not a factor in terms of her ability to do her job and her ability to relate and teach. And so to me, the whole thing is hilarious because it's really about what Greg Tate is looking at, the burden or everything but the burden, right? And seeing her capitalize and commodify on everything but the burden. So.
Right.
Tim Wise.
No.
I wasn't ready.